My audio cut out. I didn't upload the video. Okay, so I just wanted to start talking about the shit I usually talk about because today somebody in my comments and told me that Jesus was for everybody under a video when I was talking about the judgment on the nations that have oppressed us. And I had to drill into them, but unfortunately we were on TikTok, so you can't really drill into people on TikTok like you can on YouTube. They're way more censored. I don't even know why they're taking it down because I can't even share pictures of the Native American massacres on TikTok, but I can share it on YouTube. But TikTok is supposed to be anti-America, anti-Israel, all this nonsense. They're not. And I had to tell this guy, like, excuse me, Jesus is for everybody. Let's go back 200 years ago when y'all was using that to justify slavery. When y'all were using Christ and the things written in the Bible to do the things to our people because you knew it was prophesied, right? Let's go back then. See? But if Jesus is for everybody, none of that white supremacy shit would have happened because y'all are all supposed to be Christians, right? So don't tell me Jesus is for everybody if I'm talking about the judgment for the things that have happened to our people and how God is just and how this whole nation has to pay and no one's exempt because y'all all just took the land and the heritage from the true people of the land who y'all call African Americans. Y'all can't even justify how y'all brought all these people here, but y'all claiming y'all brought us here. But now we make up the second largest racial group in America, but we're from Africa? See, this is their illogical nonsense I can't stand. People sit in your face and play dumb like they can't do simple math. If you brought about 40,000 people here, because that's who they say survived the ships. That's who they say made it and didn't die. That's what they say. They give a number about 40,000 people. That's the truth. Not 4 million. That's not feasible with a sailboat. Okay? In 200 years, it's not. How did we make it to be the second largest racial group in America if we come from Africa? Now, here's the truth. Everybody know the truth. This is our land. And everyone here is basically poachers. Y'all all came from Europe, and y'all all came with racism and hate. And the truth is, we helped y'all get established on this land. And y'all broke all the treaties with Native Americans. So if motherfucking Donald Trump want to start reporting people, deport yourself. None of y'all have legal great grounds to be here. You're all in violation of international law. Y'all broke all the treaties y'all made with the Native Americans. Okay? The government recognizes 5 civilized tribes. There was thousands of nations here, but they only recognized 5 of them, and all of them look like white people and Asians. So that's kind of sketchy to me, right? When we got the definition of American means copper-colored people in 1828 in the original English language dictionary. So make it make sense. But okay, I should forgive because Christ would, and he's for everybody. But y'all don't even show him how he was in the scriptures. He was described as a man with burnt skin. Okay? So I'm not, no more of these games and playing around. Y'all have been put on notice. Do y'all think Trump can stop natural disasters? And I'm going to tell you what. Trump is now about to recognize an indigenous tribe with African roots, according to them. They always want to throw African in there. They love to throw African in there. In South Carolina, I believe, and I forget what name it is, but if you look up Trump to recognize indigenous group, it'll all pop up, and it'll say, like, this group is mainly European and African. Okay, so where's the Native American? You get what I'm saying? But they can't say this is a completely native group because they consist of mainly black people. The president of Mexico just did that too. See, what's going to happen to all these nations is that as they admit the truth, as these natural disasters continue, they're going to start admitting the truth. They don't want to admit the whole truth because they can't. Because it's like the days of Pharaoh. And I saw this on Big Judah's channel, and it's so true. If y'all follow me, check out Big Judah. It's so true. As these plagues and disasters start to come upon them, they're going to start admitting pieces of the truth. Just like the Pharaoh was like, okay, you can go do this, but you can't leave completely. And they're going to try to put stipulations on it. And they're going to try to like, oh, let me educate you about your own heritage and all this other stuff. And yeah, we just figured this out. They're going to play dumb, and God is going to keep bringing disasters on them because we're not coming for half or capitulation or anything like that. We want all of our heritage returned. We want our lands back. And maybe if you guys act right and do the right things, you could stay on our land. nigga. But I don't think so in most places because y'all are selfish. That's why y'all got all the land and all. Now you complaining how it's bad for you. Welcome to being black, bro. You think the government's been fucked up? Well, hey, you're black now. Congratulations. That's how fucked up the government is for us. It's always been fucked up. Nigga, don't get locked up for no weed 50 years ago. Nigga, you going away for a long time for a little bit of weed. That's what was going on here. Okay, convict leasing, all that horrible. Now y'all could be a part of it. Now, congratulations. Now you know. Hey, but don't come to me crying because I seen this white lady on the I was on Snoops, if y'all know that video app, and she was saying how we all gotta be friendly and come together, and you know she's grafted in, and I was like, guys, hell no, we're not all. The time for that is over, bro. The time for that is over. Hey, y'all still got a little time because this is a Jubilee year. 2025 is a Jubilee year. Look it up. Y'all could still make it right in return, but y'all won't. This nation's not going to do nothing. But that's why y'all see all this shit coming. Trump talking about deporting Native Americans. Trump has always been against Native Americans. Don't y'all find that funny? He's always like, you find the clips, he's like, they don't look like Native Americans to me. You find all those, he's always saying that. Now he's talking about deporting them. But y'all can't deport us. Even if y'all believe we Africans, you still can't deport us because if that's true, y'all brought us here by force. You see what I'm saying? It's starting to get real interesting, right? It's just like Big Judah said on his channel, bro. They played musical chairs, and now them people don't have a chair. Them people don't have a chair. And look, we always had a chair. Whether it was the worst chair in the building, but now it's a chair in the building while everyone else's history and culture and identity is being questioned. We are solid. We can stand on ours. It don't matter how many black vassals they get out there tell us and convince us online that we are from Africa. I got into an argument with a guy on TikTok last night about this. I was like, got on his live like, bro, I'm tired of this Pan-Africanism shit. Like, how come the mummies they found in Chile are older than the mummies they found in Egypt? How come the Spirit Cave mummy is older than this? Like, because this is Egypt and all that Pan-Africanist you're pushing, I think you an agent. Start telling them that. Like, you got to start thinking these people are agents. Like, how do you blindly ignore all this mountain of evidence that shows that America is, and he's trying to convince me there's no evidence. There's hella evidence of, just because you're dumb and you don't read doesn't mean I'm dumb and I don't read, okay? This ain't slavery no more. Y'all niggas could educate yourselves. And if y'all don't, I'ma think you serving our enemy. Bro, to be real, of course the most powerful nation in the world is the old world, right? Doesn't that make sense? Like, look at Africa. Africa's barely developed with any infrastructure. It's relatively a new continent. America has all this infrastructure they claim they put up in like 200 years. Okay? When out west, there wasn't supposed to be nothing out west. Right? Because when Lewis and Clark went, according to them, there was nothing out west. Nothing at all out west. Nothing at all out west. Now they got all these grand monasteries, temples, town halls, little towns, and all these, and they claim they put it up all in a short period of time. It's not realistic. It's not feasible. Y'all living a lie. And then y'all try to get in my comments and tell me that I'm uneducated. How dare you, you ignorant fuck. I'm not a person that spends his life watching fucking TV. All I do is research. That's all I'm interested in. So I know the fuck I'm talking about. You people are told what to believe. Okay? Y'all all mindless automatons that serve the system. Y'all try to get in my comments and, oh, well, according to Egyptologists. And this one guy, the guy on TikTok was black. And he started quoting Egyptologists and all that. I'm like, so you're quoting a French guy, right? And then now you're quoting a British guy's research. This is all their research. And what makes you think that isn't Eurocentric? Okay? What makes you think that is? They ran up and destroyed Egypt, the French and the British. They also did the same thing to Middle America. If y'all know, that's the real Egypt. So even no matter which way you believe this, you should not be listening to them. I'm not going to listen to Hitler explain to me what happened at the Holocaust. I'm sorry. But, you know, that's like listening to Stalin say, you know, like, what happened when he murdered all those people or Mao in China. Like, Come on, guys. And that's why we don't listen to y'all. Y'all understand that? That's why we don't believe y'all. That's why we be clowning y'all like these clowns. And then any black person with them, I'm clowning you too. Like you a house nigga. I'm sorry. That's what you want to be. You could do your own research and do your due diligence and figure out that they've been suppressing artifacts and findings in the Americas. Multiple scientists and geologists and archaeologists have lost their jobs over telling the truth about what they find in America. They find artifacts out of place like the London Hammer. They find all kinds of things. Okay? And London Hammer was found in London, Texas. Okay? It's a modern hammer, fossilized. The handle is fossilized in a rock. And it's still attached to the iron, fossilized. So that just proves, like, when they be talking about fossils and science and genetics, they don't know what the fuck they talking about because they liars. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. They try to tell me that in order for something to fossilize, it takes millions of years. But yet they're finding cowboy boots in Texas from the cowboy era. They're made of leather, completely fossilized. Okay, so that's why you can't believe none of their shit. Like, the people be trying to clown me like my channel's ridiculous or conspiracy theory. Bitch, you uneducated idiot. Don't ever talk to me like that. None of y'all don't ever get in my comments and talk to me like that. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, bro. The only thing y'all ever read was what white people told y'all, and white people took over the world. Let's be real. They colonized 80% of the world. That's called conquering the world. I'm not going to listen to the people who conquered the world telling me how the world was before they conquered it. Okay? That's ridiculous to even think about. It's ridiculous to listen to these people. It's absolutely ridiculous. Someone please get these people some water. They need a thirst. They thirsting for real wisdom. I can't believe that people even listen to them. Like, whenever you turn on an archaeologist, it's like blah 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 blah. And you know how long I had to sit and listen to that before I realized, like, these people don't know what the fuck they talking about. I had to go through a whole process. And the reason why most Americans can't is because God don't fucking want you to. You're ripe for judgment. You know what I mean? If our sins are punished almost immediately, but little at a time, your sins, you've been building up sins. And once you build up those sins, you know, the Most High, he shows his wrath and he destroys the whole congregation, a race of men, cities, townships, states, countries. Read your Bible. What do you think all this mud flood shit is about? All this shit buried under water, buried under mud. All the shit they're finding off the coast of the coast of the Caribbean. All the stuff they're finding off the East Coast. What they found in, what is it? I think it's Lake Michigan. Okay? And then they go conspiracy theory. You can't dive in Lake Michigan, though. The government explicitly bans it. You need permission, because why? They know what's down there, bro. They know they found shit everywhere. Anywhere there's a conspiracy talking about Grand Canyon, this or that, the area is always off limits because that shit is most likely true, and they don't want you to go see it. And then they can't have all that, because why? They have mind controlled basically the whole world, and they don't want their power to fall apart. See, like, if I can control what information you get, I can completely control you, and you'll be none the wiser. You'll be none the wiser. And that's what has happened in America. Let me see. I'm trying to turn on these comments. What is retouch? Yeah, so I just can't see the comments if you guys are commenting. I don't know what's up with this software anymore. Yeah, but that's really what's going on. America is doomed, bro. And it's really because of pride, bro. These people can't even consider or fathom that anything that they've been told is a lie. Even though, like, it's been all over TikTok, so many different things, from the coronavirus to just in general government documents coming out But some people, like, look what people are doing on TikTok. Every girl, go on Instagram. Every girl shaking her ass. It doesn't matter if you even like that stuff. There's so much of it. That's what they push. That's what's going on. Why do y'all think it's like that? They control the feeds. They control anything. They control all the information. My channel should be way bigger. Should be way bigger. But they control the feeds. They control the algorithms, bro. So I'm telling y'all, because if I go and put out some standard Christian nonsense, I'm telling y'all, and I talk about love and unity, they're going to promote the shit out of that. I'm telling y'all, they're going to promote the shit out of that. That's what they do. And look, that you'll see it, because most of these people, I use AI a little bit, but most of these people, the AI is writing their script, the AI is generating their audio, it's doing everything. And them videos go crazy. They'll have like 3 billion subscribers. Doing what? Mr. Beast throwing money around? Give him a million, make him a trillionaire, billionaire. Bro, I'm telling y'all, there ain't no way to righteously earn that much money in a lifetime, guys. So all these people, that's how you know. The more wealth, the more they have, the greater their wickedness is. Because you can't earn all that righteously. You can't. History should be an example of that. And they know that. They know they're not earning stuff righteously. They know their ways aren't righteous. They know that they are involved in various forms of wickedness. Various forms of wickedness. They have to be aware of their, to some degree, they're aware of it. Maybe they're not as aware of it as I am, or my followers are, or other followers of Big Judah, or followers of Big Levi. You know, we all have kind of linked up. When it happened to me, it was 2017, right after that eclipse, bro, and my life had fell apart. And then, like, I started questioning what I actually wanted, because things I thought I wanted, I just didn't want anymore. And I started realizing, like, to live like that is unattainable, because I would always have to draw in more and always be getting, and that gets tiring, guys. We're not supposed to live like that. That wasn't supposed to be our lives. That's how they want to live. That's their lifestyle. That's why they're involved in only materialism. That's why they can only understand things of the material world. When it comes to things of the spirit, they can't understand. Like, they can't understand why they got to pay for their father's sins. And, like, we who have gone through that, we the indigenous people who have gone through that, because we're in this position because of our father's sins, and we have borne their iniquity. That's in the Bible too. We understand it fine. We have no problem understanding this. The price is due. If all the sin that you accumulate in your life was taken out solely on you, you would cease to exist. And that's the truth. That's why the Most High visits sins on the 4th and 5th generation. But they don't understand that. I seen people talking about, like, one dude, I try to tell him, like, he's like, I'm an Australian, I'm not an American, because I be on Facebook, guys. Please go check out my Facebook. The link is right on my channel, you know, right to my Facebook. It's usually under the videos. You'll see the comments and you'll see the little things, because people are funny. They love to talk about Jesus. All these little Christian people, Jesus this and Jesus that. The Mormons, Jesus, and bro, I got beef with Mormons too. Why did y'all teach, like, they got the propaganda from Mormons that was teaching black people are neutral in the fight against God and Satan, and that's why they're born with dark skin. And I'm like, so, like, they got some crazy propaganda out like that. And I'm like, that's what they were teaching? And, you know, they tried to deep six all that, but some of it remained. I wonder what these other churches got out. I wonder what they was teaching. You start looking at old video, even the news agencies, we should start suing them, because back in the day, they were unabatedly allowing that shit on their platforms. And they didn't pay for that shit back then. So, shit, y'all about to pay for it now. Hell no. Hell no, you got ABC allowing, the governor of California coming out and fucking allowing a lynching and burning and hanging and talking good about it. On national, and they let that happen. And then y'all think that we just gonna let all that slide now? None of that slides. Y'all need to be, something needs to happen to y'all too. Y'all still do the overt racism, covert, overt. Okay, they still do that. They still push all that stuff. They have to. That's what they do. That's why all that Israel shit. That's all that. That's all that overt racism. Whenever they want to push this Israel bullshit, that's all that. There ain't no such thing as fucking Israel in the Middle East. They know that. They all got to keep you away from your heritage. They got to keep the whole world distracted and look over here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Hamas and the peace treaty and the get the fuck out of here. It's always some Hamas, ISIS, Hezbollah. There's always some new terrorist group with African origins and Egyptian names. Get the fuck out of here. Why do you think it's always that? It's always some nonsense on the news. Like no matter how you put it, it's always it's always some spin bullshit. Let me shove this big shit down your throat. They had news. They had news pushing that mercury was good for you. Thimerosal. Bro, they got articles. Bro, that's really why they wanted to take down people like Alex Jones, because he was really on the media. Like, I'm not saying he was always right, but they got him out of here. They try to get people out of here. You know, he got this Eurocentric view too. But they know. People like that, they know the truth. They're gatekeepers. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're still gatekeepers. They know the full truth, but it's not convenient. You see what I mean? It's convenient for him to expose government lies. It's not convenient to touch America's Egypt. It's not convenient to touch the Holy Land here. It's not convenient for them to touch none of that, because if you've ever watched his show, look how he talks about what his ancestors did to the Indians. He's proud of it. So it's not convenient to touch on these truths. But there's no way you do that level of research to know the things I know and never have come across this. And if you come across it and you're non-biased, you're gonna search out the truth completely. And when you do that, you realize that everything you've ever been told is a lie. And they have always known this. They can't replicate history any more than they already have. You know, like they're tangled up. There's no more rope. You ran through the forest with this rope, and there's no more rope. You're tied up, and the people that were pursuing you are standing next to you now. So when you really start to get into everything, this is why. I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all have experienced this. You'll lose friends. Because you don't really need these people. Look, and the reason why they're not at your state of understanding is because they just want to enjoy the society in this world, and they're worldly. And I'm not saying that's terrible. I mean, at this date and time, it is. I'm not saying that's they're terrible, but you just gotta let them figure it out for themselves. Because there's gonna come a time where God's gonna pick rulers over the world that He sets up, and He's gonna pick people that are servants over the world He sets up. And your state of mind now is getting you what you earned. You know what I'm saying? Like that's getting you what you earned. That's why there is no coincidence in this world. It's not a coincidence that you could have a forest fire come. People are claiming it's man-made technology. But is the Santa Ana winds man-made technology? Like, explain to me exactly what machine they're using to drive these Santa Ana winds. Can y'all explain that to me? Because people getting in my comments saying ridiculous stuff, and I'm like, listen, guys, either the power of nature is in the power of nature is either in the hands of God or man. It's not both. Yes, men can manipulate nature. You can see the cloud, but how could you drive winds? You can't. They know they can't. They know they can't. And the funny part is, they're all starting to sober up from all that wine they were drunk with, and now they're realizing that we're not playing that shit. We want our land, we want our heritage, and we want everything back. And Someone's gonna pay for poisoning the rivers here, right? And that's all your industry. You know, that's all y'all. Get ready. Someone's gonna pay for poisoning the land, right? Someone's gonna pay for all this shit. Someone's gonna pay for all the gold and the silver y'all looted and all the stuff y'all stole for all these centuries. And no, it's gonna be a big reformation. Like y'all know about Nuremberg, right? It's gonna be like that, but with God involved. Like it's gonna be God. It's gonna be like God's gonna be like, get them and bring this person up here, and you're all gonna be tried for your crime. Read the book of Baruch. You're all gonna be tried for your crimes. That's why they're building bunkers and things. They're trying to hide. The rich are actually fleeing. They're trying to hide because they know they're gonna be sought after, and they know they wanted to be rich and famous, and their names are well known, and that's just gonna be bad. You know, Mark Zuckerberg think he's gonna hide on Kauai. He must, maybe he's not that educated. He must not know that that's our land too. Hawaii, Kauai, that's our land too. Yeah, the Samoans, right? That's why they got Asian people claiming to be Hawaiians now. But when you look up the Queen of Hawaii, anyone can clearly look up the Queen of Hawaii, and she's a black woman. She's what you would. If she came and sat in front of you, you'd be like, she's a African American. Okay, so everywhere your heritage is, you got people that claim to be you. And Hawaii is super deep because look, it even bears the name of Hawaii, right? And that is linked to the Book of Mormon. That's why the Latter-day Saints are out there. You start seeing them just having these temples in weird places that don't make no sense, like Hawaii, you understand. Like, didn't Lehi and his family sail to Hawaii or sail from the Red Sea, right? And if y'all know my channel, someone just left, they probably didn't like this. If y'all know my channel, right? I always show that map by Margaret Sanger, not Margaret Sanger, fuck. Mark Sanger, I believe, of the Red Sea in California, the English map that portrays it. Well, if you read the Book of Mormon, they talk about sailing from the Red Sea and they're in the ocean for a while, right? And then they came across a land that they called the Land of Promise. After being lost and the compass not working because it was working based off of faith, and they tied up their brother, and he's the only one who had sufficient enough faith to guide the compass. Eventually, they landed in Hawaii. So it was Lehi and his whole family. Lehi, Hawaii is where they built a temple. They said they built a temple that was like the Temple of Solomon, except it wasn't built of so many precious things. And what do you have out there? You have a lava rock temple out in Hawaii, in Lehi, Hawaii. And we know Lehi and Lehi are the same damn thing. And it's the Mormons claim that they tried to replicate the Temple of Solomon, and then they claim like a ship crash with Coalwood, and that perfectly got it right. Guys, this is what's really going on here. That's why the Latter-day Saints are out there, because they got all of our writings, bro. They got the unsealed portion of the record. When they found Hawaii, it was, look up the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon, after the Book of Mormon was discovered, later on, they discovered Hawaii. They were looking for it based off the description of the Book of Mormon. They've always understood these things. When they found Hawaii, they took the island over. Now, most of the Samoans have left. We got the Smithsonian out there that preserves the indigenous Hawaiian culture. So a bunch of Asians were brought in through the Manilian trade and all that. And now they're all supposed native Hawaiians, 5th generation, 6th generation. But they be looking like Spanish people, they be looking like Asian people. And the art of the Hawaiians look like African art. Look, another Pacific island with African art, Easter Island. They find similar structures to those Easter Island things in Africa, in South America, and other places in the world. And when they find them in places like that, they always want to be like, when they find them in Africa, they'll clearly say, like, this is an African wood carving, right? They find them here, they go, this is indigenous Native American stuff. One guy on TikTok was trying to tell me, like, oh, it doesn't matter if they built pyramids everywhere. They were unrelated. I'm like, bro, that's particular knowledge. You're not building astrologically aligned pyramids in Egypt and in America and other places of the world because y'all are not connected. Y'all just, what do y'all just, one day y'all linked through the ether and y'all was like, let's all build this pyramid exactly like this. That's a lie. That's how you know we were there. There were even pyramids in Utah. They don't tell you that because they done destroyed them. A lot of that stuff is mining land now. Pyramids are usually built on top of mineral deposits because they're harvesting natural energy. They know that. That's why there's so much land off limits where the government gives permission to mining because they're really they're desecrating the Holy Land. That's what's going on here, and that's why niggas is not gonna have it no more because we not gonna have none of that, and neither is God. We don't have power. Our God has power, but y'all gonna understand that our God is real. Y'all slowly starting to understand now. Wait till the next natural disaster hits. It'll be another one this year. This year will top last year's natural disaster, just like last year's 2024's natural disasters top 2023, and 2023 had set a record. So every year we're setting records. So y'all wanna find out? There ain't no global warming. There ain't no global warming. If y'all have read the scriptures, y'all would know what's going on, but y'all don't. Y'all want to believe in what scientists say, and they start making up stuff about global warming. We don't even live on a globe. We don't even live on a globe. The Earth's mainly water. The Earth's mainly water. And water always finds its level, and the seas are level. So if we live on a planet that's mainly seas, and the seas are level, then guess what? The Earth is level. Period. Period. See? But y'all want to believe whatever. Y'all believe that man has the power to create earthquakes by shooting microwaves into the ground through satellites and shit like that. There ain't even no fucking satellites. There ain't even no intercontinental ballistic missiles. Shit's fake. You can't get past the firmament. You can't get past the firmament. They proven this. Elon Musk, that shit's fake. All that shit's fake. I don't know what Donald Trump is doing with that guy, but he needs to get that guy far away from him, bro. That's why his fucking electric car don't have an alternator, because he's a fucking scam artist. Why wouldn't you put an alternator in a car that has a battery? They're fucking scam artists. His job is really to preserve fossil fuels and to make fossil fuels a rare, like, expensive commodity. That's his job, because he's not actually stopping or saving the environment. The lithium the car batteries are made out of, to even mine that stuff, just destroys the environment. It creates this byproduct which they leach into everything, and that's what's going on in North Carolina right now. They're not telling you they've been, storing these chemical byproducts underground, and all the flooding have brought that shit to the surface, and now your boots are melting. They're not telling you that. They can't tell you this stuff. Man, they gotta sit there and lie. If they don't sit there and lie to you, you're in trouble, my boy. Or they're in trouble. They can't tell the truth. People will kill them. That's exactly what'll happen. People will go crazy and kill their... Bro, they would start slaughtering all these people they trusted in and believed in. Y'all heard that Trump removed Fauci's security detail? He should remove his own too. He was responsible. He was just as responsible for all that death that went around those things and that whole situation as Fauci. He should remove it, yeah. Just as responsible. Bro, none of that would have went through had you said no. So, like, I don't know what's going on with America, but, like, well, I know a little more than your average American. Y'all know that, but, like, I can tell you this. They're going to start admitting that we are the indigenous people of America. Trump is already set to recognize this one indigenous tribe. But the next hurdle that they're going to have to open their mouth and say is that America is ancient Egypt and Israel, and that we are the Israelites. They're not, see, that's why Trump is so pro-Israel. So pro-Israel. And everyone's like, Trump is standing up for America. Bro, look how much money Trump sent in his last administration to Israel. Wasn't he bitching about all this money these nations are getting. But that's what he does. See, on the one hand, he's gonna bitch about all these other nations, but the really important thing, which is keeping this whole Bible thing under wraps and keeping their historical narrative in place, he's not gonna fuck with that. So they might admit like, yeah, you're the Native Americans, but they're not gonna be like, you're also the Israelites, and this is also your land, and this is Israel. You know, but don't worry, I got y'all. I got y'all. There's plenty of channels that got y'all. As a matter of fact, when I'm done making this video, I'm gonna share all those channels in the link in the description. Y'all can check that out for all the people who continue to watch. You know, it's the end of everything. And it's like that song. It's the end of the world, and we know it. And I feel fine. Like, I feel great. Let it burn down, bro. This shit has been terrible. Who wants to pay for water and air and all this other shit? You know, you wake up, you gotta pay to live. You gotta pay to die. You know, when you die, if you ain't paid your debts, they're gonna try to get your kids to pay it. Like, who wants to live in that kind of shit? The world is wicked, guys. The Bible had been said that the earth was given over into the hands of the wicked. You know, and you know, white people don't like it when you're like, yeah, y'all the wicked. They don't like that shit. But let's be real, like, y'all colonized 80% of the world. Look it up. That means y'all the wicked. If 80% of the world was given into anyone's hands, and the Bible said the world was given into the hands of the wicked, then y'all, if that was us, we would be the wicked. It's just a clear equation there. It's just clear as day. And why? Why are y'all wicked? Well, let's look at Jim Crow. Let's look at colonization. Let's look at the wars America fought. Yeah, that's why y'all wicked. Y'all think people be like, oh, it's abortion, that's why God's mad. Fuck, I mean, yeah, he's mad. I'm sure he's mad about that. I'm sure he's mad about that because he done told people he knew y'all in the womb and he formed y'all in your mother's womb. But that's not it, bro. What about y'all? What about the slaughter of the Aborigines? What about destroying the saints of the Most High? See, but people be like, you're a saint. You're trying to say you perfect? No, bro. The saints fucked up and got punished. But y'all tried to completely destroy us. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So when the Bible's talking about the people who destroyed the saints of the Most High, make no mistake. That's what it's referring to. It's referring to the genocide of the Aborigines of the planet. But I've been on here for like 37 minutes. I'm going to let you guys rock. I'm probably going to retitle this and add a description and add the stuff I said I was going to add in the description. If y'all want to check out these other channels that they usually have great information. If you have a long enough attention span, a lot of Americans have a short attention span. That's why, you know, you get on the feeds, it's all shorts, it's little ass shakings and little, you know, popping up with a bra on, and it's mainly females, bro. See, like if I was a hot chick doing this and I was like in a bra, I'm telling you, this shit would be booming. Like I'm about to put in the application. Who wants to be? We need a hot chick. You could be of any race, but you got to be down with the brown. You know what I mean? And you could just sit on my channel and read off the scripts I write. But you got to wear like a tank top. And I'm telling you, like, anyone can go viral. I just helped my friend get his channel up. I told him, like, have his girlfriend like act like she's playing the video games and put her on the screen and you actually play, because you're not what people want to look at. You get what I'm saying? And you'll see companies do that all the time. It's a basic marketing technique. Women are gorgeous, and if you walk into a store, when you see a bunch of women working at the counter, it's because that's just better to look at than a bunch of men. Bro, I've seen so many companies do that. Like, you go in there, it's all women working there. I'm not against that, you know. Make your money, women. You know, it's hard out there, bro. People got to eat. It's hard to eat out there. But you guys could always become a member of my channel. I'm not really gonna put too many things in that private members only thing, because I really don't want to do that. If you want to become a member, you could pay the $4 a month. You can join my channel. You can support me. everyone needs support. You know, I do work, but you know, like I said, the world is wicked, and you know they're not paying you nothing. You know, the job I do, these poles are probably worth $500 to $300 uh, 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 for each one. You know, and you know you getting paid by the hour. You could do 50 of them, and you're not gonna see none of that major money. So you know, I also want to fund myself to go to places and check out things. I want to go to India, go talk to the Dalits out there, see how they live it, show people how that is. I want to do a couple things. So you know, I gotta build up a kind of like a media empire. And if you guys are interested in that, you could pay the $4 a month. I can't always guarantee you exclusive content because I'm still growing. I will have some things on there. I will put some more things on there. But just know you're always gonna have all my content. I don't even want to put things out that only some people can see because I don't really have information like that. You know what I mean? But I still try. But if you guys want to become a member from my channel, don't forget to click that join button, and you could become a member. You could subscribe. We could really do this thing. I don't know how long YouTube's gonna let me rock. I really gotta watch what I say. Like if you notice, I didn't talk about that so-called pandemic and use certain keywords. I didn't do none of that because they'll take you down. They say you give medical advice. I can't even really recommend healthy foods because they're trying to say I'm giving medical advice. Um, you know what I mean? It's just lame as hell. Um, it's just lame as hell. All right, peace, family.